Hi, it's Dina, and I'm back with another video. I am filming from my iPad because I'm having problems with I usually record from my phone, and it's a new phone, so I don't understand, but I noticed somebody pointed out that my last video had sound issues, and it's really funny because when I was editing it, it was fine, and that didn't happen until I uploaded it to YouTube. So I don't know. So I'm using my iPad to see if it happens again. So I apologize if this quality isn't good, but please know that I'm aware of it and I will work at fixing it. Oh, wow, look at that glare coming from my, I have those recessed lights. Looks like I'm an angel. Okay, so I'm very excited to show you guys. I finished my mixed fiber yarn thickness project, my sweater. Oh, sugar. I wanted to, hang on, I'm just going to pause for 1 second. Hang on. I just wanted my notes. I did not write a pattern for this because I've come to the conclusion I'm not good at writing patterns, but I just took notes. So let me show you. I am so incredibly happy with this. I really am. It does fit me, but I'm very self-conscious, to be honest with you, putting on, like, I don't mind wearing, like, I'll wear it, but I don't like showing you an item on me, if that makes sense. So it is big for Gloria. She is much thinner than I am, so it looks a little big, but I love it. Okay, let's recap. This was using the Barcelona Big in Mist. Barcelona Big in Mist. That is the majority of the sweater. Then I used the Premier So Woolly, okay, and then I also use Premier Aspen, which I don't have it anymore. So let me see where to begin. Okay, so as you see, I changed yarn weights. When I did that, when I went from, so let me just show you where I started. Okay, so this is where my seam is, right here where the two dark colors are. So I started, just making sure, if you bear with me 1 second, here, and then I did 4 rows of the Barcelona. Then I went into the So Woolly, and then I did 8 rows, and then I went into the Aspen, and then I went to the So Woolly from the Aspen, and then 8 rows, yeah, and then I did 6 rows of the Barcelona, and then the Aspen 2 rows, 6 rows of the Barcelona, and then I continued the pattern. So when I went from the Barcelona, and then I joined in with the So Woolly, which is very thick. What I did was, to make it even lay flat, I did 1/2 double crochet in 3 stitches. Then I skipped a stitch. then I repeated that. I did 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then I skipped a stitch. So that's when I went from the Barcelona to the So Woolly. Then I went back to the Barcelona. So when I went from the So Woolly to the Barcelona, because that's going down in size, I did, I half double crocheted in 3, just like I did before, but instead of skipping that stitch, I did 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. So when I went from a chunky to a thinner, I did the first 3 stitches, regular half double crochet in each. Then on the 4th stitch, I did 2 half double crochets. And when I went from a thinner yarn to a thicker for the woolly, So Woolly, I did 3 half double crochets in the first 3 stitches, and then I skipped a stitch. So that's how I got it to lay flat. Then when I went from the Barcelona to the Aspen, because the Aspen wasn't quite as thick as the So Woolly, I don't think, I mean, I think it said it was, and maybe it was, and I shouldn't have done this, but it seemed not as thick. I did half double crochet in the first 4, then I skipped a stitch. That's going from, you know, the Barcelona and then joining in the Aspen. I did 4, so 1 single crochet in the first 4, then I skipped a stitch. And I would have reversed it if I went from Aspen to Barcelona. I would have done 4, you know, 1 half double crochet in the first 4 and then 2. So that's kind of how I did it. It wasn't perfect by any means, and I did have an error on here at some point, and I don't know where, but one side is bigger than the other. So I think I didn't count. I didn't count once. I mean, I counted when I did like 3 and then I skipped 1, but I didn't count my stitches at all. So I couldn't tell you anything. When I started it, I measured where I wanted approximately where I wanted it to lie on me, and then I measured up and then over my shoulder and then to the back. And that's how I started, and then I started that beginning chain and then just kept chaining, crocheting, half double crochet, back and forth, until I got to where I measured. So I measured my shoulder to shoulder, and when I got to that measurement, I went a little less than half, and that's what I crocheted to. And then I chained the number of chains, how deep I wanted my V, and so I chained that number of chains, and then I connected it. That as many chains as I chained, I skipped that many chains and then connected it and then continued. And then when I came back, half double crocheted, but when I got to the chain, I half double crocheted into the chain, and that's what creates the hole for your head. Then I did try and mirror as much as I could. I mean, the Barcelona is hard to mirror because it's obviously very, very variegated and stuff. But so basically when I got to this side, I did Barcelona the same number of rows, then went to the So Woolly, then to the Aspen, and it's mirrored. So I am just so happy. Now, I waited to seam up the sides. So after I did the body, I laid it out flat. I measured from here to the bottom of like my arm, like to see how much of an opening I wanted for my sleeve. And then, so when it was laid out flat, I found the center of the garment. So I folded it in half, assuming that would be where my shoulder would be. And then found the center and then split the number that I measured in half. And I went out either side. So for me, it was like, let's say it was 8 inches total. I know mine was more than that, but let's just say that it would be 4 and 4. And that's, so then I just went back and forth for my sleeves. And I changed the, up here, I changed it to the thick So Woolly. I went down, I changed it again to the So Woolly, just a little bit more. And then I did the Aspen on the actual trim. These are a little bit more than 3/4 sleeve. They come to about, I'd say here on me, maybe 2 inches past my elbow. And I love it. But I'm in love with it. It's thick, it's cozy. I wanted a very boxy look, and that's what I got. So that's it. I hope you guys like it too. I can't wait to wear it. I'll probably wear it. We're actually having very warm weather. It was 50 degrees here yesterday, 40 something degrees here today. So it's been very warm. But I finished something else. Okay. So I don't know if you remember, I was doing the kitty couch. I think that's all it was called. It's a kitty couch. And I was using the pattern from Crochet Crowd. It's a yarn inspiration pattern. And Mikey from Crochet Crowd did the video tutorial on it. Now, on the tutorial, he shows us how to do the stitch, which is just single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. And he verbally tells us how to put it together. Now, you crochet 9 different pieces, and then you have to assemble them. That was the hardest part. The crocheting part was so easy. I did not find his video helpful. I am the type of person that likes to visually see somebody do it, and he just used like the chart and just told us what to do, which did not help me. Now that I've done it, I feel that I will be able to do a better job because I understand how it gets put together. However, I had zero patience. I kind of gave up on the project when I didn't buy the yarn in the right way. I wanted to have mixed colors, but not understanding the pattern and how many, like what piece went where, it looks like it's horrible. It just looks like scraps. You'll see. It's just all over different colors. No rhyme or reason whatsoever. So I kind of gave up on it. Then when I started to look at how to assemble it, I realized my gauge was off on some of the pieces, which is a big no-no. They cannot be off. These things, if they don't match up exactly, it's just so hard to put it together. And then I had the big foam, they weren't foam, but the stuffing pads, the thick ones. One was 4 inches, one was 3 inches. And you have to cut it and then glue it together, the shape of the couch. And when I bought it, I bought what was on sale, and I bought 4 inch and then 2 3 inches, but the 2 3 inches weren't big enough to make what I needed to make out of it, like for what piece. So I had to like tear apart the batting, and everything was a nightmare. Then gluing it together, then it didn't stay together. So I was doing this last night, and I was going to give up, but I did not give up for 2 reasons. I did not want to, not have completed it and get anything out of it. And 2, while I was assembling it, my cats were laying on it. So I kind of knew they'd like it. So I know for a fact if I did this again, which I don't know if I ever would do it again, it would come out much, much better. And it's one of those things that for me, I have to do more than once to figure it out. But it's comical. It does not look good. It's cute because when my cats are on it, oh, it's so cute. Now they both have laid on it today individually. There is enough room for the 2 of them, but for some reason they individually did. And I have a picture I will put in here of, I think it's a picture of Luna, and she just looks like a princess on it. So they really did, they do enjoy it. They didn't go on it too much today, which I'll take away all their other beds and they'll probably go on it. So I'm going to just move my iPad over to it to show it to you because it's very cumbersome to move. And it's done, okay? It's done. I can check it off my list. I don't have it hanging over, and I feel really good because so far what I'm trying to do is not have, major projects hanging over my head. So far I've been getting things done that I set out to do, and it feels really, really good. So I do feel good that I got this done. So without any further ado, let me show you. All right, there it is. Oh, there's my hand. Cute. I'm not familiar with my iPad and where to put things. There's something blocking it. Oh, my pen. Sorry. Hope that wasn't doing that. Okay, let me go down because it's kind of hard to see. So I started sewing it together. Now, as you can see right here is a very good example. This was much bigger than this, so it's pulling. This should have more stuffing in it, but I ran out of, I didn't want to cut a new piece because I'm thinking of making just a flat bed for Marley. here are the pillows, which the cushions came out really cute. I did not sew the end. I single crocheted. I started sewing them, but absolutely hated, like I sewed back here and stuff, and I was losing my patience. So how it works, I'll give you just a quick overview. So where this gray is, not the two arms, just the gray, kind of cuts out. It like goes down and then here, and then to here, and then over here. That's one piece. Then the arm is another, so that's two pieces for the arms. Then the front of the arm is another piece. Then this goes to the back, is another piece, goes down to here. And then what goes around the bottom is another piece. Now, I'll show you the batting, this stuff I used. Where is it? There it is. Now, there were two more pieces that they called gussets, and there was no instructions on where to put those or how to use them. I don't think they used them, so I didn't use them either, but I did make them, so there was 9. And then there's the pillows, the last 2 pieces. And the pillows came out really cute. And honestly, if I just put this on the floor, they would love it. So it is big enough for the 2 of them. It's just so funny, isn't it? It's got arms. So here's my sweater up close. I just love it, guys. I really do. Isn't it pretty? Let me just show you the back since I'm standing up. I love V-necks in the back. Love it. I think V-necks help people to look thinner. Okay, so that's all I have to show you in this video. But I do want to thank everybody, of course, for all my new subscribers, and also want to thank all my returning ones. But I also want to thank everyone who has been joining my Facebook group. I do want to tell you guys, if you haven't gone over to look, please do, because there are quite a few people who are posting pictures of the crochet calendar projects that they're doing, and they're beautiful, and you have to check them out. So you'll see this one. This is the tapestry disc or something, and then the pot holders are posted. And there's so many beautiful colors and variations. And March, at the end of March, I'm going to show you the March pattern, but I'm also going to do a small giveaway. So I'm going to take all the names of anybody who posts a picture on my Facebook group, and then I'm going to put them in a spreadsheet, and then do a, so they'll be numbered, and then I'll do a random number picker for just a small prize, nothing major. So seriously, if you do make it, it doesn't take much to post the picture. Do it. You might win a little treat and a little prize. And I love seeing the different colors and how people are doing them, and some talented, very talented ladies out there. Because I'll tell you, if you look at these pictures, they are done perfectly. So check it out. I will have my Facebook group linked below, and I usually do in all my videos. So that's it for this video. I will see you guys soon in my next video. I'm not quite sure if I have in mind exactly what it's going to be. Right now I'm just working on a cowl that it's also a mixed fiber cowl. I'm using my leftover aspen and some of that new yarn that I bought from Hobby Lobby. So I'll show you guys that when it's finished. And I think my yarn orders should be in soon for the garments that I want to make, that I showed you guys from those pattern books. So of course, when I get the yarn in, you guys will see it. And I'm sure there's something else that I'm just not thinking of right now. So I hope you guys are doing great, and I hope you guys all got to do something you love today. I haven't said it in a while, but if you do, please don't feel guilty about it. Just enjoy yourself and know how quick and short life is. So you should be doing things you enjoy. Otherwise, what's the point, right? And you happen to enjoy crocheting or yarn or knitting. You know, it's so therapeutic. It's really good, you know. I know that a lot of times, you know, I do feel guilty because it is a very sedentary thing. I do try and walk every day, but it also, you know, exercise is good for you and healthy, but this is also good for you and healthy. It keeps you mentally sane, in my opinion. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.